Welcome to the Entrepreneur in the Making podcast. In this podcast, I'm going to talk about life experiences and things that have happened in my life to make me the strong, hardworking woman that I am today. And hopefully give you some tips on how to change your mindset in order to become a successful business person, starting from scratch. So my name is Ella, I'm 31. My daughter is 14, her name is Sierra. I actually started writing in my journal when I was your age, 14 years old. So I want to see how different my life was back then compared to yours now. All right, so with my diary entries, there's a lot of interesting stuff in there, and I feel like there's a few things in there that you can relate to. Like, I haven't actually read through it, but there are a few things that I remember writing in there. Even times where I wasn't feeling great. You know, I was going through really hard times, and they are in there as well. So I'm interested to sort of read that to you and share that with you and see, you know, if it's relatable, if it's something that you've been going through as well, or if it's something that is completely different. And it would be interesting to see.
I'm excited to see how similar we are. Because, obviously I've come from you, you know, I want to see like if the personality traits are the same and a little different, or like what's really similar about this. It's kind of creepy, you know?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So I have my journal here. I was a very churchy Christian young girl, so I sticky taped a picture of Jesus on the back. I actually got this from when I was in church. So I grew up into a Mormon family. I grew up with very strict Mormon parents, and so strict to the point where like we couldn't even listen to anything other than church music on a Sunday.
What?
We weren't allowed to spend money on a Sunday. Sunday was like, you know, the day of rest, right? And, you know, that was a big part of my life, and I can already see, you know, a difference there. Like, you're sort of only just getting into this, whereas I grew up in the church. I mean, then you did as well to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But you know, you've also had quite a bit of break from it.
Yeah.
And also, like, this is, I guess, the difference is me growing up in the Mormon church, whereas opposed to you growing up in the Kingdom City Church, which is a different church.
I did grow up in the Mormon church, but it was up to a certain extent. I think I went there for maybe 5 years max.
I think you started going. So you were obviously born into it. I was going there when I'd given birth to you. And I think you may have stopped going at the age of, maybe like 5 or 6 or something like that.
And then I kind of came back when I was 10.
You were baptised in the Mormon church as well, yeah.
And then I kind of wasn't in a good state, and I kind of just blocked myself out from the world, and now I've really found God, and He's been really helping me. Yeah,
you went through a really downer stage at one point.
Yeah.
But bringing you back to God again has sort of helped you, sort of helped lift your spirits a little bit and find your happiness as well.
Yeah.
So, this is, if you're watching the video to this, I'm sort of like showing pictures in the front of the book. There's like Jesus pictures and pictures. There's one little quote here that says, you have to really understand who you are. When you look in the mirror, you have to be able to answer the question, who am I? And it's a picture of someone holding a mirror and a girl's face in the mirror. So I must have really liked that and decided I want to stick that in the front. And then I have a like family tree. It starts like with my father's name, my mother's name, and then grandparents' name, and then great-grandparents' name. So that's really cool. A lot of that I had actually forgotten about. So this is the 12th of the 11th, 2004. At the top it says my password, Billabong. That must have been the password to my email because my email is next to it. My email was sweetiepie3773, which is like my name in calculation terms, I guess you could say. sweetiepie_3773. Okay, so my first diary entry says, Dear Diary, what you been up to? This time I'm going to keep this diary to the best of my ability. Today at school, nothing interesting happened. I'm feeling a bit bored, so I'll tell you a bit about myself. My name is Elmarie Stewart. My date of birth is the 5th of the 10th, 1990s. It says my address, which I'm not going to say. I like my friends, mobile, food, etc. I dislike nasty pasties, which is in brackets, mean people, enemies, and tons more. I don't know what the tons more was, but I think I just really disliked mean people. I love my family, friends, food, and plenty more. Don't know if I necessarily loved food. I was extremely skinny. My best friend, her name was Alana. And then I've got a list of friends. Amy, Laura, Sky, Helena, Mel, Jade, Jess, Chloe, Hannah, Zoe, Kirby, Lisa, Elise, Jamie, and plenty more. And then it says, I like going to the galas, which was called the Gallery. It was like a slang term for the Galleria, which was a shopping centre nearby my house.
And my favourite songs.
And my favourite songs are Destiny's Child, Lose My Breath, and Alicia Keys, Some People Want It All.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah. I'm surprised you know it. It's quite the song. And then it says, anyways, my favourite colours are green, lime green, pink, and yellow. Yeah, actually, I like all songs at the moment. All R&B songs and some pop music. The other day I bought a bracelet and got my best friend and my name, Friends Forever, engraved on it. Well, I gotta go now because my hand is hurting. I hope you enjoyed my entry. Love always and forever, Elle. So I actually found it's really interesting reading the I've got to go now because my hand is hurting. I don't know if that has been an issue with you, but I always had problems with my hands hurting when I wrote in school. Like, I don't know, I always sort of thought that I had maybe arthritis or something like that, but I struggled to write a lot during school. What's your favourite colour?
Green.
Okay, so we're very similar.
Yeah.
Your favourite colour is green. What kind of songs do you like?
I mostly like chilled back rock or like really laid back kind of sleepy music. I don't really like pop.
You don't really like pop?
No.
Nope. So that doesn't give too much information for the first diary entry. Oh wait.
Oh my gosh.
That was the next day, I think. That was the 4th. That was the 12th.
There's like drawings in here and they're so like...
Yeah, so there's a lot, there's actually quite a bit there. They look really interesting. So I'd like to read them all out. We'll do a journal entry per episode. And then sort of talk about it and see the differences that we have with each other. But yeah, what sort of things can you sort of relate to?
Can I see? Because I want to... Yeah. Okay. So probably the slang in your writing, because I do that a lot, like over text. Like I kind of stick with the trends, you know.
There's a lot of slang there. Watcher being up to. Like I've done it instead of up, I've done like an up arrow.
Yeah.
And then
I like
this time.
To the galas.
Yeah, there's a lot of slang there.
Yeah.
My handwriting
is so neat.
It's neat there, but it's changed so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, really
I
interesting.
I also can relate to like all the drawings, because like if you look in like any of my books at school for like all my work, I have like drawings everywhere.
Yeah, you're a little doodler.
Yeah.
You doodle in all your things. Yeah, that's really cool.
And I also have kind of like the same writing style.
Yeah.
Like it's very chilled, laid back. I don't really make it too formal.
Yeah. It's easy to read.
Yeah.
It's easy to read when it's like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the next 3 episodes and seeing what else I've written in there. I haven't actually gone through and read it, so I'd be interested to see what I've actually written in there and the experiences and things that I've gone through to make me into the strong boss lady that I am today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading out the next journal entries that I have in here. It'll be really interesting, and yeah, we'll see what see what differences there are. But yeah, thank you for listening this far, and hope to catch you in the next episodes.